If you're over 60, I want to talk to you from the heart. What I'm about to share could quietly change the course of your health. Most strokes don't give you a warning. One moment you're enjoying your morning, the next your arm feels heavy, your words don't come out right, or everything goes blurry. It's frightening, and it happens more suddenly than people think. But here's the hopeful part. Many strokes can be prevented, and it often comes down to the little things we do each morning without realizing they might be putting us at risk. In this video, we'll gently walk through 7 common morning habits that could be quietly harming your brain and circulation. These are things that feel routine, even healthy, but over time, they can raise your stroke risk, especially as we age. So if you've ever woken up a little dizzy, skipped that first glass of water, or waited too long to take your medications, please stay with me. Together, we'll uncover what your body's been trying to tell you, and how a few simple changes each morning could protect your memory, balance, and independence for years to come. And make sure you watch all the way to the end, because the last habit on this list is one that surprises almost everyone. But before we begin, tell me in the comments where you're watching from, and if you'd like more videos like this, just tap the subscribe button. Let's start with the 7th morning habit. Habit 7. Rushing out of bed. The moment you wake up, your first instinct might be to get up and start the day. But here's the gentle truth. Your body isn't quite ready yet. While you were sleeping, your heart rate slowed and your blood pressure dropped. Waking up doesn't instantly switch everything back on. So when you suddenly sit up and stand, that quick movement can cause a sharp drop in blood pressure. It's called orthostatic hypotension, and it happens more often than people realize, especially in seniors. You might feel lightheaded, dizzy, or even like the room is spinning. For some, it's enough to lose balance and fall. What many don't realize is that this quick drop in circulation can briefly starve your brain of oxygen. If your arteries are already a bit stiff, that momentary drop can be a trigger. It doesn't just cause dizziness, it can quietly raise your stroke risk, especially if it happens often. The good news? This is something you can change starting tomorrow morning. When you wake up, don't rush. Take a deep breath and let your body stay in bed for a few moments. Then slowly roll onto your side and push yourself into a seated position. Don't stand just yet. Let your feet touch the floor, wiggle your toes, and take another slow breath. Give yourself about 90 seconds to adjust. It may feel like a small thing, but it gives your heart and brain the time they need to get back in sync. Remember, you deserve gentle mornings. Habit 6. Skipping your morning water. This next habit is so simple yet so often overlooked. When you first wake up, your body may feel rested, but inside, your brain is quietly asking for help. Your brain is made up of more than 70% water, and after a full night of sleep without a single sip, it wakes up dehydrated. Here's where it becomes a silent danger. When your body is dehydrated in the morning, your blood thickens. This makes it harder for your heart to pump it efficiently, which can push your blood pressure up. Your brain, which relies on smooth, steady blood flow, ends up receiving less oxygen and nutrients. Thicker blood also means a higher risk of clots, which are one of the leading causes of strokes. It's a quiet storm brewing beneath the surface, and it all starts with skipping a glass of water. What do most people do instead? They head straight for the coffee pot. But coffee is a diuretic. It encourages your body to lose even more water. The solution is simple. Drink water first. Before your coffee, before your tea, before your pills. Reach for a glass of room temperature water. It thins your blood, helps lower your morning blood pressure, and gives your brain the hydration it's been waiting for all night long. Habit 5. Eating salty, processed breakfast foods. You might believe you're starting your day with a healthy breakfast, but even well-meaning choices can carry hidden risks, especially for your heart and brain. We're talking about hidden sodium. Yes, even that warm oatmeal from an easy flavor packet or a heart-healthy cereal can quietly pack in more salt than your brain and heart need first thing in the morning. When you eat too much sodium, even unknowingly, it starts a chain reaction. Sodium stiffens your arteries, makes your heart work harder, and raises your blood pressure. For older adults, the tiny, delicate blood vessels in the brain are especially sensitive to these changes. Your blood pressure naturally rises in the early morning, so adding extra sodium into that moment creates a storm inside your body, a storm that could lead to a stroke. This doesn't mean you have to give up your favorite morning foods. It just means we have to become a little more mindful. Start by reading labels. Some innocent-looking breakfast items contain hundreds of milligrams of sodium. A better way to nourish your brain is to choose plain oatmeal and top it with fresh fruit, or enjoy a hard-boiled egg. Aim for no more than 300 milligrams of sodium total in your morning meal. That small change can dramatically ease the pressure on your heart and help keep blood flowing smoothly to your brain. Habit 4. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach. For countless people, it's a ritual, reaching for that first cup of coffee before anything else. It's warm, comforting, and for many, it feels like the only way to truly wake up. But here's something important to understand. Coffee itself isn't the problem. In fact, in moderation, coffee can have some real benefits. What really matters is when and how you drink it. Drinking strong coffee on an empty stomach, especially right after waking up, puts your body under unnecessary stress. Your body responds by releasing adrenaline, the stress hormone. Your heart starts working harder, your blood vessels tighten, and your blood pressure can spike sharply. That quick jolt might feel like energy, but underneath, it's your cardiovascular system going into overdrive. If you're over 60 with blood vessels that may already be a bit more stiff or fragile, that kind of sudden stimulation can be dangerous. The good news, you can still enjoy your coffee. All it takes is a small shift. Start your morning with a full glass of room temperature water. This gently wakes up your system, rehydrates your blood, and gets your circulation flowing in a safe and healthy way. After that, have a small, light breakfast, something as simple as a boiled egg or a bit of fruit. Then, and only then, have your coffee. You'll still get to enjoy that comforting ritual, but in a way that supports your heart and nourishes your brain. Habit 3. Ignoring warning signs. Have you ever stood up in the morning and felt lightheaded, or maybe your arm felt tingly, your speech came out a bit slow, or your hand just didn't seem to cooperate? It's easy to shrug these things off, especially when they pass quickly. We all have off days, right? But here's the thing. Those fleeting moments might not be a random senior moment. They could be your brain quietly asking for help. These brief episodes could be something called a transient ischemic attack, or a TIA. Many people refer to it as a mini-stroke. While the symptoms might disappear within minutes, the message they're sending is loud and clear. Something isn't right. Morning is a high-risk time for TIAs and strokes because after hours of sleep, your blood is thicker and your blood pressure naturally starts to rise. If there's already a bit of plaque in your arteries, this creates a perfect storm for a temporary blockage. These signs are your brain's version of a fire alarm. If you ever notice something like this, take it seriously. Write it down. Note the time, what you were doing, and how long the symptoms lasted. Then don't wait. Call your doctor or visit a clinic. TIAs are often precursors to larger strokes. In fact, about 1 in 3 people who experience a TIA will go on to have a full stroke, sometimes in just days. It's not about creating fear. It's about giving you the power to act early. Habit 2. Missing your medications. This next habit is one that breaks my heart every time I think about it. It's about medication. The pills you've been carefully prescribed, blood pressure medications, blood thinners, statins, are quietly working behind the scenes to keep your heart steady, your blood flowing, and your brain protected. But here's the truth. They can only help you if they're taken properly. Morning is a time when your blood pressure begins to rise naturally. If you skip your morning dose or take it incorrectly, your body loses the steady rhythm those medications are meant to create. That instability, especially in older adults, can open the door to serious complications, including stroke. I know routines can be hard and memory isn't always as sharp as it used to be, but there are simple things you can do. Start by using a pill organizer with clearly labeled sections for each day. Set a daily alarm on your phone or clock to remind you, and always take your pills with water, not coffee or juice. Your morning medications aren't just another item on your to-do list. They are a quiet form of protection, a shield between you and serious complications. And now we arrive at the final morning habit, and at first it might sound a little silly, but stay with me because it matters more than you think. It's about something we've all done at some point, holding in your urine after waking up. You might think, I'll wait a few more minutes. But what many people, and especially seniors, don't realize is that delaying that first trip to the bathroom actually puts your body under quiet stress. Your bladder fills overnight, and by morning it's stretched and sending signals to your brain that it's time to empty. When we ignore those signals, we set off a chain reaction. Your stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline begin to rise. What do those hormones do? They raise your blood pressure, narrow your blood vessels, and increase your heart rate. Three things that, when combined, quietly increase your risk of a stroke. A full bladder can also irritate your heart's rhythm, which can raise the risk of blood clots forming and traveling to the brain. So even if it feels like a small inconvenience, listen to your body the moment you wake up. Don't scroll on your phone. Don't push it off. Just take a deep breath and gently head to the bathroom. That one small act of honoring what your body is asking for is a quiet way to protect your brain, your heart, and your vascular system. Sometimes the tiniest decisions have the biggest impact. And there you have it, 7 small morning habits that can quietly raise your stroke risk and simple ways to protect your brain and heart instead. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share it with someone you care about. And let me know in the comments which of these habits you're going to change first. I always love hearing from you. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.